Hello, beautiful friends. How's everybody doing? I haven't been on in a few days. I was away on the weekend visiting family. Nice road trip. I love driving. I love going on road trips. And I just wanted to come on and remind you of, how amazing you are. And when you uphold your boundaries, how powerful it is. How you set this example for others, and how you may think by setting a boundary, people may leave. But actually, it creates much the opposite. It creates this energy within you of your confidence and self-love, and you actually become more magnetic. You may rattle people to start with by setting boundaries and stepping into your power and being confident and living in integrity and everything. But as you live in that day to day and you work through any triggers that come up and you really stay in your boundaries, knowing your worth, you will become absolutely magnetic. You will begin to attract. You'll become a super attractor. It's amazing. We are these super attractors in life. And when we just sit in this energy that we are, this pure eternal essence of bliss, joy, our soul essence, we really then realize that there's nothing that ultimately needs to be healed. We need to release limiting beliefs. We need to release trauma. But we understand that we are whole and complete every step of the journey. And we've been giving our power away by, placating to others, by allowing others to have control over us, by emotional type things, by us wanting to be codependent, by all those beautiful things. And when we really understand that, we can step into our true power. So know your worth. First of all, know you're worthy. Nobody in the world is more worthy than you. Nobody. The only difference between you and somebody who has an amazing quote unquote life, or who is powerful, or who is successful, they know their fucking worth. And excuse my language, but they know their worth, and they stand in that, and they live in that version of them who's worthy. So when we give our worth away, when we disempower and disvalue ourselves, undervalue ourselves, we may do things when it's not a good time for us. We may allow others to walk all over us. We may allow others to speak down to us. But you got to come to a point where you're like, no, I am just as worthy as you, and I'm calling my power back. And this is how we shift our world as we know it. This is how we make huge changes in our life. This is what quantum jumping is all about. Shifting through timelines is by living in that timeline. So just remember that the next time you're feeling a little unworthy of something, or you have some shame wounds come up, or you have wounds of not feeling valued or valuable, remember that you are. Work in that solar plexus. Work in the energies of your mind. Release your mind, your overthinking, analytical mind, but tune into your heart. And just by setting that intention of allowing your mind to release that ego, that protection, and telling our body that our heart can lead through our worth, through our value, like I said, we become magnetic. Our heart's open. I had a really cool thing happen today. So I had a trigger happen because I'm human. And I sat down and I meditated for a few minutes instead of overanalyzing it, which is what I want to do all the time, still, even on the journey. And I cried and I cried, and it was like an ugly cry. And I don't even know where it came from, but it was like this inner child bit of me that felt unworthy or undeserving of something so silly that created this trigger that I started to create scenarios in my head that were not true. Caught myself, shifted it, and I'm not kidding you, within the next hour my reality shifted, people around me shifted. This is how we change our lives for the better. Owning those emotions and feeling them, working through them, allowing them, not ignoring them, not dismissing them, but feeling through them and allowing them to come to surface and release. It's beautiful. Sometimes it's painful, but getting through it is the best thing. I felt so much relief after. I felt like I dropped a ton of bricks off. I just dropped this weight that was in my nervous system, and I aligned with a higher timeline. And it's amazing. You can do it too. On the 30th of April, I am hosting a new moon healing circle. It's the second new moon of April, and it's the beginning of this spring-summer eclipse portal. There's a partial solar eclipse that day as well. So it's going to be a super energetic day. So if you're looking for some healing and balance, the healing circles are always so amazing. They're over Zoom, so anybody is welcome. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to join. I can post the link to register, or you can go up in the event tabs on the Facebook groups, wherever this is, or if this is on YouTube, down in the description, there's a link to my link tree with all of the information you need. Anyway, I love you. Just wanted to remind you of that. Keep shining, keep knowing your worth, and keep stepping in that worth and living in it. Bye.